the bad laptop so I can record. Okay. So it's our team call. It's September 5th. School starts tomorrow. Ding, ding. I told Alicia today that I was going to not do this. And then, Alicia, what did I say? I said, but you know, even when we're busy, we have to show up. So here I am doing this call. But it's a good one. I mean, it'll be good. Okay. So I just want to clear up where we're at with our groups and everything. We're on the Health Bet Fall into Fitness, which I did not change the title. But just remind your people to post that. They don't have to post a picture of themselves with their Shakeology. And I heard the other day that it can be a dessert, like a snack of Shakeology, you know. So if anybody asks you that, I don't know how they manage that. But if you show the same picture every day, they're going to flag you on it. So don't do that either. Hi, Kelly. Oh, my gosh. Hi, Kelly. What? Is she on?
I can't hear her either.
Mm-mm. She's not muted. Oh, she doesn't even have a microphone.
Oh, in her phone? She's on her phone. I'm sure she does.
Well, it doesn't say on here, like it doesn't show up. All right, I'm going to keep going. Kelly, can you hear me? Okay. Right. Can you?
I was going to say, Angela, did you see how many people posted today in the Fall into Fitness group?
Yes.
Like because of the Health Bet?
Yes. Right.
I was like, holy cow, that's great.
Right. And that was exciting. Yes, I agree. That was fun. And then, you know, we're in that back to school group right now. Alicia, I know you're not. The rest of us are.
Right. Well, you know.
So get in there and, you know, comment and like we always do. That one's not as critical, I don't think, as our regular challenge groups. But if you can hop in there, that'd be really good. And then Kristen Fricky has a coaching blitz on the 11th. And then Jen Schultz has a coaching blitz on the 18th. And then we have a 21-day fix. Kelly, I'm going to mute you, okay?
Oh, thanks. Yep, I can finally hear you.
Oh, yes!
Yay!
Awesome. Yay! And then we have a 21-day fix group on the 19th, but we're going to go back to Facebook for that because, yeah, I don't know. For the Team Cup thing, which, by the way, Christy, I have not seen anything about it. I haven't gotten an email about how the teams ended. I haven't gotten anything about it. So anyway, we had a message thread going for that, and on that we talked about how we didn't really care for the tracker as much as Facebook. And Alicia, you and I spoke to that today, so I would really like to just go back to Facebook if everyone's cool with that. And that's on the 19th. Also, if you want, Jen Schultz is doing a free fitness groups that starts the 19th as well. Okay, so just a reminder, towards the end of this week, you should get in touch with the people that you added to this back to school group and say, hey, how's it going? What has worked for you? What's your goal? You know, ask them what their goal is. And then drop the invite on Saturday morning. That's what I'm going to do. I have a post ready on Friday that says, if you want, you know, if you want to continue your clean eating, and we have a fitness group that's going to start, which is the 21-day fix. I'm putting that in the group, but then hopefully I'm going to follow up with a personal message on Saturday to all the people in the group. Okay? And, you know, I think we have to start getting new people in our groups. All our old people love the groups. I mean, they think they're great. But really, if you've already talked to those people and they've already bought a challenge pack or they've already been in our challenge groups before, you really need to get some new people in there. And that's why those things are so important, the free ones, because they're easy to invite to because they're free. So we have to keep inviting to them big time, and you have to try to get new people in there. So invite new people to them. Okay? Okay. All right, so what I want to talk about tonight, I actually heard this girl talking, Brittany Leggett. I don't know if you know her, but she was talking about going from dabbling to diving. And I think that's a really good way to put it. And so I'm not going to change it. I like it. I didn't grab everything that she said, but it just talks about going from, I guess you could maybe say a hobby coach to a diving in coach. And I personally have always been a diving in, a little on the crazy side. But if you're new, if you're just starting out, or if you're recommitting, like some of us are just recommitting, which is awesome. Love it. But it really makes all the difference in how you look at your business. So I feel like I've been successful so far, and successful does not mean that I'm quitting my job yet, but I do feel like I've been successful so far in that because I have not stayed like on the outskirts of things. I've really jumped in. I mean, I've posted every single day since I started. And sometimes it was just once because I was ill or because whatever. But really, I have posted every single day. I've been on almost every Forever Strong team call, every single one. And sometimes I would do other things while I'm listening to it, but I showed up and I was on there every single time. I have not missed one. And also inviting, and I can thank Leisha for some of this too, because she's my accountability person, but there has not been a day gone by that I have not invited. And even when I was really sick, I invited one person because I have like I just have this crazy, like I can't go to bed until I've invited people. And I know that sounds a little wacko, but I really haven't missed a day of that. And so I think that is a mindset. Like if you want to go forward with this business and you want to make it work for you and your family, you think about your goals again, always rethink about your goals and touch base with yourself. Okay, why am I really doing this? Do I really see myself paying for all our vacations with it, or paying for all our Christmas? I mean, Christmas is right around the corner. I mean, that's real. Like, do you want to pay for all that with it? I mean, you got to remember what your goals are. My goal, of course, is to quit my job. This is not a secret. I'm not ready to put it on Facebook yet.
Well, you kind of did once a little bit.
Little. But I really don't want it. But, I mean, we all have different goals, and that's totally fine. But just tell yourself again what they are before you figure out what kind of coach you want to be and what you want to do with this business. So I just have 3 things. That's it. They're quick. The first thing is the way you approach your business is everything, obviously. So I think that often we struggle with the words that we use, the words that you use with yourself, maybe to your teammates, to our teammates, to your accountability partner if you have one. I'm losing my place in my notes here. Hold on. And when you talk to challengers, that comes through in that. So the 3 words that I want you to totally get rid of from your vocabulary: can't, might, and hope. Here's why. The minute you say, I can't get anybody to sign up, I can't get any Success Club points, I can't get a coach, I can't get a coach in our Blitz. I can't. That gives you are setting yourself up for failure, right? You keep saying, I can't. You are not giving yourself a chance. And you're really giving yourself the idea that I have a backup plan, which you don't. You don't have a backup plan. But if you say I can't, or, yeah, I might sign up a couple of people this month, I might get Success Club this month, you're saying in the back of your head, but if I don't, it's okay. And I do have a backup plan. But if your goal is to pay for your Christmas with this, that's really not a choice. You have to invite. You have to hit Success Club continuously. I've hit Success Club 10 since I started, which is actually really exciting because, Alicia, I think I'm going to be an all-star, right?
I know. Yes.
I'm so excited about that. And like, that's like a non-negotiable for me. I mean, I know I'm a little over the top, and you don't have to be like that, but maybe just 5, successful 5, who cares? Just make a goal for yourself, but don't say, I might hit it. No, you have to hit it. If you want things to happen, you have to hit it. Or you can't say I might. We're not going to say that anymore. You say things like, I am going to be a 2-star diamond by the end of the month. Dun, dun. I am going to hit Success Club. And you start to have that responsibility for yourself, and you start to put some pressure on yourself, which feels a little scary. But if you think about it, we don't, if we were just allowed to kind of, I don't like the word lazy, but we were kind of just allowed to go with the flow all the time, and we didn't have any pressure on us at all, we wouldn't be that successful at anything. I mean, a lot of things come from having a little pressure on yourself. So when you get rid of those words, can, hope, and might, that's when you're going to start feeling the pressure from yourself, and you get your own responsibility. By doing that also, I'm still on number 1. By doing that, you give yourself confidence. And that confidence comes through in your posts. It comes through in your conversations with other people. It comes through with your conversations with me or with our team. That confidence comes through in your job. It really that's one thing that I feel like I've really come far with, is my confidence. And I had confidence before, but now I'm like shocked. I don't know if it's my age or what, but I just feel like, don't care. I mean, I'm really super confident with whatever I say. So let me see. Okay. All right, number 2. This is kind of a big one. And I don't want to sound like, I'm not thinking about any person in particular. I'm not doing any of that. I'm just, for me too. But it's not really about how much time you have for your business, but it's how you use the time you have. Okay? It's not about the time that you have. It's about how you use it. So all of us have full-time jobs. We are all busy as heck, Christy. We have kids. We have full-time jobs. We're nuts. We have sporting events and family outside of our own immediate family, and we're all super busy. But like I said before, I have invited every single day. I mean, you have to have a focused time, and this is something that I have completely struggled with from the get-go, is my ability to let go of the news feed, let go of the notifications, and really focus my time. So a couple weeks ago, and I think I shared this before, I started, when I get up early in the morning, I make my Energize. Boy, do I love that. If you've not tried that, I was a total skeptic. I'm telling you, I did not want anything to do with it until we went to the Diamond Retreat in May. And we had a couple, and oh my God, I love it. Anyway, and then I read my personal development with our puppy on the couch. And I absolutely love that time. And I set my timer so I could read there a half hour, but I set the timer so I know how much time I have. And I read for that long. And then I get up and I work out, and I made that my routine. I need that for myself. If I do not work out like that in the morning, I will not do it. I know that. So but that's a focused time for me. And then I get off of there, and then I go on the computer and I check in my Coach Online office, and I go back and check messages or my emails, and I check in Scott's account, and I post what I have to post if I didn't schedule it. So I just have those few things, and then I'm going to have to stop. I can't. It has to be a focus time. Did I give up my favorite show? Yes. It was called Scandal.
That's all right.
I love that show. And I don't watch it. I haven't watched it. I don't think I watched it last year at all. It's really sad to me though. But really, I'm okay. And maybe I've given up girls' nights just because, it's not going to be I know, but it's not going to be forever, and it's short-lived. But rethink what your goals are. If you want this to work, you have to put in the work. This isn't like a get-rich-quick business. We know that. It's not. So if you want it to work, you've got to put in the time. So it's not about how much time you have, it's how you use your time. So it's going to take some sacrifice, but like I just said, it's a very short term. Hold on. Okay, and this is really helpful to me, and I want to show you something. Pre-planning your posts. You see this little thing? You might have seen this before. I have no idea where I got it, I'll be honest. But I have a feeling, like on Pinterest, you could find it. But I use my calendar here. Hold on. And I plan my posts for the week. And sometimes it's just, I just put little phrases about what I want to post. And if I think about things, I take out my calendar and jot it down for the next day or the day after. But what I'm going to start doing now that we're all working, and you know, it's hard to post off the cuff all day long. I mean, I can't do that when I'm working. So I am going to plan my posts every day. So this little sheet, here it is. So this only does not have Sunday and Saturday on it. But there are 5 ideas for posts on Monday, 5 on Tuesday, and you change them. I mean, don't use these all the time. You know, I don't use these. I use my own. But the idea is that I plan out my whole week, because then I don't have to think about, you know, it comes kind of more natural. Now, another thing that this girl said that she does is she even goes on Pinterest, like on Sunday, finds all the quotes that she likes, makes them her own with her own picture. I mean, she does all of that ahead of time and saves it. So then when she goes to post, it's already there. And I do that with Google Keep a little bit. I save stuff. Like if I find, oh, that would be a good post, I stick it on Google Keep. And I sometimes forget that it's there. So I need to be more systematic about that, personally. And Hootsuite for challenge groups, we've talked about that before. And also that Hootsuite, for whatever reason, Facebook does not recognize Hootsuite posts as being like high traffic posts on your personal page. Like in a challenge group, it doesn't matter. But if it's on your personal page, it does matter. Alicia, how many times a day do you plan a post that you prescribe? How many times a day?
So when you're planning out your week and you're planning out your posts for a week, how many posts are you pre-planning out each day? They say 3 to 5 is what we're supposed to post. So how many of those do you schedule?
I typically had 4 planned a day.
4 a day.
3 to 4, and then I hopefully have a spontaneous one, but sometimes I don't. So, and if I do, and I typically do not post 5 times a day. I've been hitting 4 pretty good. But if I come up with a spontaneous one, then whatever was on my list for that, I'll just bump it to another day. You know what I mean? Because don't you guys think of things to post about, and then like, what do you do with that? You know, I used to jot it down on a sticky note and stick it on my dashboard, and then it would stay there for like 2 days and fall off, and then I would, you know, so it helps me. And I take my notebooks everywhere, of course. So I really post 4 times a day. I try. Now today and yesterday have not been good. I've only done it 3 times. Okay. Use the tracker. Use your business activity tracker to help with your post scheduling or whatever you want to do. You know, write it out. That is so helpful to me. Like the back to school group, I sat down and wrote out all the things that I wanted to talk about in it, and I just wrote Monday and I put the post down for that day. You know, write it out. It's really, really helpful, and it helps you organize your brain. You know, there's also this thing called Newsfeed Killer on Chrome. And so when you open Facebook, your newsfeed isn't even there. I don't do that. That seems a little crazy. But she said that on this thing. So you won't see the Facebook, and that's only through Chrome. And then Alicia and we were talking today about, you know, I'm good at adding friends, and I'm really good at inviting, and I'm really good at following up with people. I'm not good at forming with people because I'm just not. And so then I add new friends, and then I don't do anything with them. They're just adding to my friend tally. So I told her I needed to get a better system of what to do with them when I get them. So this is what is going to work for me. I know it. So, and what I used to do, I used to have, like, this notebook has several tabs in it, and I used to put my inviting on one tab and forming and all that stuff, and it was a big pain in the butt because I'd have to flip back and forth all day long, and I would forget who I followed up with, and I feel like I was constantly looking through it, to figure out what I had just done. So I did this today. I haven't done anything today. That's not true. I started in my other notebook. Anyway, this is what I'm going to do, and I think it will work. This is my inviting place, so all the people I invite, and I can write notes next to it. And then my follow-ups, I'm going to write here. Like before, I would just go off my invite list. So I would go back 2 days. I told you that, which I'm still going to do. But I would go back in my notebook, and I would be flipping through all these pages trying to find who I needed to follow up with again, and it's like crazy. So I'm going to list my follow-up people here, and then who I form with. This is my stick here. And then who my new friends are, who I friend requested, and then my challenge group check-in. But I'm going to have everything on one page, and I think that will help me. So list. And then number 3 is the last one. Surround yourself with people that will hold you accountable. So hard, but newsflash, no one is going to hold you accountable but yourself. If you don't have your goals set in your mind, what you want out of this business, you will not hold yourself accountable either. So really figure out what that is that you want. Maybe you don't need to quit your job. Maybe you just want to pay for a new car payment. I mean, everybody's different, and that's okay. But really think about what that is. And if you want to reach that goal, you've got to work for it. Hold yourself accountable. If you have an unsupportive spouse, I would not say mine was unsupportive totally, but I guess I wish that he would be more on the health train. Like, he's supportive of the business part, but he's not with me on the health part, So I am going to ask him to hold me accountable for that. So hold me accountable for my workout and my eating, my healthy eating. And I think that will give him some ownership to the healthy part and not just the business part. So I'm going to have him hold me accountable. Your success partner. Now, Leisha and I hold each other accountable. We write those checks to each other, which, by the way, I read about that in the You're a Badass book.
Oh.
She talked about that.
See, I was already a badass and we just didn't know it.
I don't even need to read it. What am I talking about? No, but anyway, but find someone that will hold you accountable. And it doesn't have to be a big, long thing. But like this girl, it could even be a challenger. Like one of your friends that's in our challenge group, this girl, Jody Stratton, I'm sure you've seen her everywhere. She is everywhere. She posts pictures all the time. She's really funny. But she's like, I just can't get this eating under control. And I said, send me your tracker. Take a picture of your tracker and send it to me. I don't answer it every time. I don't comment on it or do anything. But just the fact that she sends it to me helps her be accountable. So if you need that, ask someone to be that person. That's what we're here for. Okay. I think that's it. It is. Okay. So 3 things. Oh, hold on. Okay, what? Let me go. I'll get on here. I love this. Tell me more about Hootsuite and what does Facebook recognize?
You had said that there were places that you planned posts through and you named 2, but I didn't catch them. And you also said something about that Hootsuite isn't recognized by Facebook as what? Say that again.
Okay. So I've noticed, and I know this is true because I've talked to other coaches about it. When I plan when I pre-schedule my posts through Hootsuite for my personal page, they don't get as much traction. They just don't. Like posts that usually would get 50 likes or whatever, got 2. And so as I looked into it a little bit, a lot of coaches have said that they find the same thing, and that Facebook just does not recognize the pre-scheduled posts as well. I don't know why. Well, I do, because it's not as genuine. It's not, it's scheduled. So I think obviously that's why. So if we do that in our challenge groups, who cares, right? If we schedule, I have that whole back to school group completely scheduled, the whole week. I don't have to do anything. I can go in and look at it. Obviously, but I don't, because who cares? But if it's on your personal page, you want it to be genuine, especially if it's a spontaneous one. Those are the ones that they deem important in Facebook land. That's what I've heard.
So that's what I was asking.
Mm-hmm.
As far as like how many posts do you plan a day that you're pre-scheduled on your personal page? So not like for a challenge group or anything like that. So if you're...
So I plan them like I write them down. Like I know what I'm going to post about ahead of time. Sometimes and I have been doing this too, I even make the post and save it on Google Keep. So on my personal page, I can just go copy and paste and I'm done.
Right.
I don't put it through Hootsuite on my personal page. I did, but I don't anymore. Does that make sense?
Yep.
So I plan what I do, and sometimes I even type it up and make it all cute and do, like when I had 2 coaches come on a couple weeks ago, and I knew they were going to, and so I made their little welcome thing like 4 days before they even did it, because I knew they were coming. But that way I could just do it really quick. Whenever I have extra time, I try to use Saturday and Sunday as a mass action day, we call it. So I do that kind of stuff on those days and plan my posts on those days. Does that make sense?
Yep.
9:30. Okay. Any other questions? Thanks for hopping on this very busy night. I know it's so busy. I'm glad I recorded it. Hopefully people will be able to watch it. Okay? Okay, get her to sleep, Christy. Okay.
She's still not asleep. She's still going to be the worst child in the morning tomorrow. There's no way.
Okay, is she going to school?
Oh, kindergarten, first day.
Oh.
So she's still awake.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I tried.
But you're going to be at work.
Yeah, my husband's working nights now, so he can't even deal with
wow.
that. So
Oh, wow.
like, yay.
For how long?
So I had to.
I'm glad you did. See? You're showing up.
I showed up. I did.
Show up.
I didn't want to either. I wanted to go do other things.
Me too.
I know. So, all right.
Kelly, I'm so glad to see you too.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'll talk to you later. Love you.
Thank you, Angela. Thank you.
Welcome.